The next showcase element is an interview designed to get inside NBTA Europe and understand what's in it for you. So I'd like you to welcome onto the stage, we have Caroline Strachan here in her NBTA capacity as chairman of the NBTA Europe Advisory Board, and Craig Banikowski, who is, and I need to read this out right, Lisa, he's Director for Global Travel Management for Hilton, so he's the buyer for Hilton, he's not a supplier, and Craig's other capacity, which you described as unpaid full-time work, was that right? Yes, is NBTA president as well. And interviewing both Craig and Caroline is Jamie Hindhoff, obviously the ITM chairman. So Jamie, over to you.
Okay, thanks, Paul. And firstly, welcome to our conference, Craig. Thank you. Just to make sure everyone in here is on the same page, in 150 words, can you tell us who or what NBTA is, please?
Excellent, I'd be happy to. NBTA is currently the world's largest buyer-led travel organization. Our goals are education, leadership, and advocacy. We're comprised of both buyers, who we consider directs, and then allies, who are our supplier community. We currently are also comprised of the NBTA Foundation, which operates as a separate arm to the NBTA organization. Foundation is responsible. We've recently shifted all of our research over to the foundation so that we can truly produce global cutting-edge research for the travel industry. We're also located, we have operations in Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and Australia and New Zealand, as well as our newest partnership with ITM for NBTA Europe, with additional countries and locations to follow.
Okay, thank you for that. This session is meant to help everyone understand what NBTA Europe's all about. And my first question is a direct result of going to the Business Travel meeting show, where I was asked whether my tenure as chairman was over. Is this the end of ITM? And Caroline, what's your role? So I'll throw those questions over to you both, please.
I think to clarify, and this is a very important point actually, that ITM has two real benefits to this. And if you think of all of the other associations across the partner network, ITM is one of those partner network associations. So like the SBTA in Sweden or FBTA in Finland, we have those same benefits that we'll talk you through in a moment. So that's one of our roles. ITM is one of the associations in the partner network. The second role is that actually we have been contracted to deliver NBTA Europe. So if you think of Paul Tilston's passion, enthusiasm, drive, how he's really driven forward ITM in the past 5 years, with his leadership team behind him, we're now going to use that team and that same enthusiasm, passion to deliver NBTA Europe for NBTA. So it's a contracted, it's like NBTA are our customer, if you look at it like that way. If you think of that as a relationship, it's not a merger, not for the journalists in the room. It's not a joint venture. So I guess we should just focus on the things that it really is. From my perspective, I'm not the chairman. Jamie is the chairman. I think hopefully we've made that very clear this morning. My role is really to lead the advisory board. So we have a group of buyers and suppliers from across various markets in Europe to make sure that the content's relevant. And I also sit on the NBTA Europe board, the group that we have under the CLG, and it's my role there to look after the direction and the strategy along with Craig and his team. Does that help?
Yeah, I feel a bit more reassured, except for whoever that was who was laughing. I get the feeling they know more than me. Craig, do you want to add anything to that?
Absolutely. It was critical when NBTA decided we obviously needed more global presence. Europe was a huge market. It was critical for us that Europe be led by Europeans and that we leverage the associations that existed over here already. Why recreate the wheel? Why come in and not utilize the extreme knowledge that all of the partners have throughout the European community? And then also critical for us was the success for NBTA Europe having powered by ITM. So looking at all the benefits that ITM provides as one of the largest partners, we felt very comfortable in contracting with them to help us deliver the products and services that NBTA globally will deliver.
Okay, that's great, and it sort of explains what ITM delivered to NBTA Europe. Conversely, we've just seen the VT around education, the academy. It's obviously very, very important to ITM, but it's also one of the foundations for NBTA too. What can we expect back in the ITM from NBTA Europe, and how will it fit in with our existing plans?
What NBTA is critically passionate about is education. We have realized as you look past the, past 20 years in the travel industry, seeing it move and have greater relationship with procurement. We've seen the travel industry take on a lot more verticals, government travel, meetings and events, sports marketing. We've also seen entertainment. Anything with the unique application of the knowledge that can be gained from the travel industry is critical to us. So we currently have 3 tracks of education. We've got the CTE, Certified Travel Executive. We have a CCTE, Certified Corporate Travel Executive. And then our graduate level or master's level GLP, Global Leadership, which is a designation in association with Wharton School of Business, one of the world's top business schools. So the way we look at it is we are looking to offer, like the CTE, we'll be offering that a couple of times this year. The GLP we'll have at Lisbon during our first NBTA Europe conference. And then looking at like the CCTE in association with the ITM's PCC, how we can integrate and come up with even better best-in-class that takes on the European feel, but also adds and augments to it so that we can make it truly global, is your favorite phrase, and now my favorite phrase. So we look at that as being a critical component to our partnership, both with ITM as well as all the other partner associations as we move forward with leadership and education in this space.
Do you want to add anything to that, Caroline?
Sure. I'm going to struggle to get as many acronyms into my answer, though. So, but you did very well as explaining actually what they are, so thank you. I see the Academy as the real pathway into, through, and up through business travel, and John Reeve shares this vision with me. But it's really important that we look at it from 2 perspectives. One, that you're in full-time education, looking to come into the industry. But secondly, like everyone in this room, that you may be in full-time work and you're looking to professionalise the role that you do and you're looking to progress your career. So you've seen the video about the University of Brighton tie-up. That covers off our folks coming into the industry. But for everyone here, when we talk about the professional certificate that ITM provides, that's now going to naturally link in with the CTE, CCTE, GLP. We'll get used to these acronyms. That's a real path through in the various different stages of your career. And I think if we can get to the point whereby we have a globally recognised professional qualification for business travel colleagues, that would be great for me. In my global role, and I have someone apply for a role in Shanghai, and I know that they've been through that qualification, that really helps me understand their level of understanding. So I think it's going to be a real benefit to us in the future. And of course, these things take time because education takes time. But I think it could be a real benefit for those that are interested.